Hi, John Cowan with Ultra Realty of Texas here with another weekly real estate message that I wanted to share. Folks, we are having a great time out there in real estate since the COVID-19 pandemic and shut down the first part of the year. A lot has accelerated across the country, not just here in Dallas, not just here in North Texas or Texas. So we're all experiencing very similar circumstances across the country. Buyers have certain issues, sellers have certain issues, and they're not really that much different because of COVID-19. These are normal things that happen in the course of a real estate transaction. One of the things I wanted to address that comes up a lot is, what are some of the things that can happen as a seller? What are some of the worst case scenarios? I could write a few chapters in my book on that because I've experienced some of them. We want to minimize them. So what we want to do is show you how to avoid some of the worst case scenarios when selling your home. How do we do that? Where do we start? Why don't we start with the price? The home has absolutely got to be priced competitively. I am not a realtor that engages in pricing low to drive traffic or pricing high to position yourself to go down if you have an opportunity to sell higher. Price it competitively from the start. Buyers are very educated today, folks, okay? And those of us representing buyers are making them that way. So the resident should be competitively priced from the get-go. One of the ways that a professional realtor will help you with that is their knowledge and experience of the market. Certainly we will look at what we call comparative market analysis, and that is not, folks, just sold homes. A lot of realtors think that's all they need to look at. I deep dive into the area, to the total market, including those homes that didn't sell and why they didn't sell, the homes that are on the market that you're going to compete against when you go on the market, and of course the sold homes. You can also benefit, I have recommended this to several of my sellers over the years, to get your own appraisal, okay? An appraisal cost today generally is going to be in the neighborhood of $400 to $450 as an average. Why would I suggest that you do an appraisal on your own home? Especially if you have some unique items. I've had some very special properties over the years where we needed to kind of get a feel for how an appraiser might look at some of those items, and there's not a better way than doing your own appraisal. We can then use that appraisal in our marketing to help buyers understand that an appraiser has already looked at this home. Now, can that buyer use that appraisal? No. Number one, it's your appraisal as a seller. And guess what? If that appraisal comes in at a figure that you don't like, and we think we might be able to do something better, we don't have to show that. So, but it is a good way to help us in some unique areas of a special home, okay? A home buyer requests a price reduction after the inspection. Of course they do, that's normal. So what is the buyer's inspection? The buyer's inspection is their right. And they do that during their option period, which is their right to have a time period to inspect and make final decisions on whether they want to go forward or not with the purchase of the home. So it's very critical to, in my opinion, have the home as prepared as you are physically and financially capable of doing. Why? Because there could be some lender required repairs over and above a buyer saying, the inspector told us this and we would like some sort of financial consideration for it, okay? All of these are very serious issues and they are hurdles to get over in the transaction. In my opinion, it is always best to prepare that home as well as you possibly can to eliminate as many of those items as possible. We have a lot of very nervous, I'll say younger buyers who are buying their first home, And they can get pretty freaked out over the conglomeration of little things that we as homeowners have going on in our homes. Some of them are just normal maintenance. Some of them are more serious and could be considered a safety issue. And some are going to be issues that will be flagged by an appraiser. When he tells the lender what he sees, the lender requires that a seller do those repairs before they'll even do the loan for the buyer. Again, very, very critical step. So could you do your own inspection? Absolutely, I've suggested that as well. That way you've got a complete inspection from your inspector, okay? So the buyer doesn't want to use your inspector and his report, but it'll give you an indication of what could be found on your home. Very good way for you then to take items that you can and repair those before a buyer ever sees it. And you do not have to disclose that report to a buyer. That is your report, and it is very beneficial if you want to do it, okay? So what else do we consider? The realtor. You need an experienced and knowledgeable realtor, not just to know the market, not just to know pricing, but you need to know how to prepare the home for the market. So you need to have the pricing, the marketing, and the home preparation. All of that goes together, and that doesn't go together easily or in a short period of time of experience in the field. And if you have negotiation issues, I can assure you on every home, negotiation becomes a very critical point. And there is a lot of experience that is needed in how to properly and respectfully negotiate through the various issues on the property. You got to take the emotion out of it. That's my job, to not be emotional, to be simple, clear, and distinct with an agent on the other side to get through that process. All of those things together will, of course, help you achieve your selling goals. It will also minimize a lot of the risk and the hurdles and headaches and possibly termination of a contract because a buyer can't seem to get past some of the issues. We don't need that to happen. It flags your home on the market, and we want to do everything we can to prohibit that. Folks, this is what I do. I've been a realtor for many years here in Dallas. I have participated in real estate for myself for over 40 years in Texas. And through that time, yes, I have achieved some experience and knowledge. I'd love to share that with you, help you. If you are still concerned about COVID-19, as of course we all are, but so much so that you would like for me virtually, to do a phone call with you, a video with you, I'm prepared to do all of that. But it's your step next. Pick up the phone and call me, or go to my social media sites, please. Like them, share them, and follow them. I've got a lot of different videos out there that you can take a look at, and I'm trying to do one each week to keep knowledge and keep pertinent points for both buyers and sellers and even homeowners. So we're going to start doing some videos also where we're going to talk about some of the home maintenance issues, because that's critical as well. Folks, I'm John Cowan with Ultra Realty of Texas. I'm located in Richardson. Call me. Let me help you in your real estate needs. Thank you.